Alright, this is my response to Anthony Cummins' video about do I still like ninjutsu or martial arts or whatever. Here's the thing about it. For one, there's a difference between ninjutsu and martial arts. We all know this. Everyone knows this. The problem is we've known this forever. Uh, there's no specific style of martial art. There's no Budo Taijutsu that teaches you a particular secret ninja fighting art. Guys like Shida Kim, Frank Dukes, they've preached this forever. While the Bujinkan guys have been, claiming that it has to be their way and they're more authentic because Hatsumi is from Japan and everything else. The problem is Nimpo doesn't exist. Uh, if you actually do the research, you find that the Kuki family's style of martial art has a system known as Kenpo. Now, Ken doesn't symbolize fist, it symbolizes a sword. And there's the idea of the sword law, which is this warrior philosophy really akin to Budo. So I really don't see a problem with that. The concept of Ninpo follows along with that idea of Budo, but if you actually read the stuff that Hatsumi has written, you understand that Ninpo is a philosophy. It has nothing to do with the technical skills of ninjutsu. So it creates a problem in looking at what is real, what isn't. To add to this, to say that, will we still like ninjutsu if ninjutsu's not martial arts? Well, yes, a great deal of us, myself included, like the espionage aspect, like the commando operations aspect, and the psychological manipulation and all this other stuff. That's what attracts us to ninjutsu because it's not just punching and kicking. I can learn punching and kicking anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're talking karate, kung fu, Brazilian jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, Western boxing, kickboxing, MMA, traditional martial arts, military hand-to-hand battles. You can learn punching and kicking and eye gouging and open hand strikes anywhere. You can't learn the espionage, the psychological manipulation, the ability to influence events, gather information, read people's body language. You don't learn that from martial arts. You learn that from a higher order of skill, and that higher order of skill is the ability to fight without fighting. Uh, you talk about, well, you hear the idea of fighting without fighting, and all these really interesting near mystical concepts. Ninjutsu gives you an academic framework for actually doing that, gathering information, applying the information gathered. What Sun Tzu referred to as defeating an opponent's strategy rather than defeating your opponent. That's what ninjutsu is. That's why you apply the most pressure to the weakest points. You find the weak points, the areas of manipulation, the areas of control, whether they be physical, psychological, political, whether it's you're talking something as simple as blackmail or something as even more complex as getting people to react in a certain way that allows you to uh, use their reaction to tip off another domino into your chain of events. There's formulas for this. There's understanding of this, and this is what ninjutsu is. I don't see it so much as simply just spying, which is part of it. But no, it's not martial arts. And the idea of martial arts being a stepping stone to learning real ninjutsu, I do see that. I'm a quote unquote modern ninjutsu practicer. My style claims, I'll use it real simple. I don't know if it's been historically proven or not. So I'll just say my style claims to go back to feudal era. It claims to be a descendant of traditional ninjutsu in that aspect. However, it's been updated. The principles remain the same, but the military tactics, the military strategy go from incorporating firearms. Back in the day, it was muzzle loading flintlock rifles, handheld bamboo cannons that shot rocks at people. Now it's zip guns and sniper rifles and M16s and AR-15s and AK-47s and stuff like that. The technology has adapted, and you still are adapting with it. The martial art is there to simply teach you the discipline to be able to apply the higher end aspects of psychological manipulation, of information gathering, information warfare, stuff like that. So yes, even in the regard that you're pointing at ninjutsu not being a martial art, it's still there's still a great element to it that a lot of us are going to like. And yeah, the martial arts, the training of martial arts is a stepping stone to being disciplined enough to apply those intelligence warfare, those strategic tactical skills on a physical level, a social level, a psychological level, all of that. So yeah, there you go, Anthony. There's your answer. Peace out.